Let me ask you something. How many times have you told yourself, this is the last time? I won't do it again. And then, just a few hours later, you're back at the same bad habit. You delete the app, then reinstall it. You throw away the cigarettes, then buy another pack. You say, I'll just check Instagram for 5 minutes. And suddenly, 2 hours are gone. Sounds familiar, right? Here's the truth. Bad habits are not a sign of weakness. They're a loop. A loop your brain keeps repeating again and again. And unless you break that loop the right way, you'll always feel stuck. But in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to break any bad habit or addiction, not with quick fixes, but with proven strategies backed by psychology and real life experience. And trust me, if you stay till the end, you'll walk away with a practical roadmap that can actually change your life. So let's start with this. Why are bad habits so hard to quit? Because your brain is wired for comfort, not growth. Think about it. When you're stressed, bored, or lonely, your brain craves something that gives quick relief. Smoking, scrolling, drinking, binge eating, endless gaming. All of these release dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It feels great in the moment, but later the guilt kicks in. The problem is your brain doesn't remember the guilt, it only remembers the pleasure, and that's why the loop repeats. Every habit follows the same cycle: cue craving routine, reward. Until you break one part of this cycle, you'll keep falling into the same trap. So, how do we break it? Let's dive in. Step 1. Awareness is power. Most people try to fight bad habits with willpower. They say, I'll just stop. But willpower is like a phone battery. It runs out fast. The first step is awareness. Start noticing when and why you do your bad habit. Is it stress, boredom, loneliness, or maybe a certain time of day? For example, I used to check my phone the moment I woke up. Not because I cared about notifications, but because I felt anxious about starting the day. My brain wanted comfort before facing reality. So instead of asking, how do I stop scrolling? I asked, what feeling am I trying to escape? Exercise. For the next 7 days, every time you do your bad habit, write it down. Note the trigger, the time, and how you felt before and after. Patterns will appear, and once you see them, you can break them. Step 2. Replace, don't just remove. Here's the mistake most people make. They try to quit cold turkey. Throw away the cigarettes, delete the app, uninstall the game. But here's the truth. You can't just remove a habit, you have to replace it. Why? Because habits are your brain's way of solving a problem. If you remove the solution, the problem stays. So instead of asking, how do I stop this? Ask, what can I do instead? Examples. If you smoke when stressed, replace it with deep breathing, a short walk, or even chewing gum. If you scroll when bored, replace it with reading a short article or calling a friend. If you binge eat, swap junk food with healthier snacks, or journal your emotions instead. The key, give your brain a new reward that still brings relief, but in a healthier way. Because remember, your brain hates a vacuum. If you remove a habit without replacing it, another bad one will sneak in. Step 3. Change your environment. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You promise to eat healthy, but there's a pack of cookies in the kitchen. You swear you'll stop scrolling, but your phone is right next to your bed. See the problem? Your environment shapes your habits more than your motivation does. So design your environment for success. Want to stop snacking? Don't keep junk food at home. Keep fruits visible. Want to stop scrolling? Charge your phone in another room at night. Want to quit smoking? Stop hanging out in the same spots where you used to smoke. This isn't about discipline. It's about design. If your environment supports you, temptation becomes 10 times easier to handle. Step 4. Small wins build big change. Another mistake people make, aiming too big, too fast. I'll quit forever. I'll never touch this again. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. every day from now on. Sounds good, until reality hits. Instead, focus on small wins. Don't say, I'll never drink soda again. Say, today I'll replace one soda with water. Don't say, I'll quit scrolling forever. Say, I'll stay off my phone for the first 10 minutes after waking up. Why? Because small wins create momentum. Each success gives your brain a dopamine hit. That's how you retrain your brain to enjoy the new habit. And remember, consistency beats intensity. Step 5. Accountability and support. We don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And one of the strongest systems is accountability. Tell a friend, join a support group, share your progress online, or use apps that track your streaks. Why does this work? Because your brain doesn't want the pain of letting others down. That social pressure keeps you going when motivation fades. when I was quitting a bad habit, I had an accountability partner. Every time I slipped, I had to confess and trust me. That alone made me think twice before giving in. Step 6. Forgive yourself, but don't quit. Let's be real, you will slip up at some point. Everyone does. But here's the difference. One cigarette doesn't make you a smoker again. One binge doesn't mean you're addicted again. One mistake isn't failure. It's feedback. So when you mess up, don't beat yourself up. Ask, why did I slip? What triggered it? And how can I adjust my system next time? Forgive yourself. Keep going. The only true failure is giving up completely. Step 7. Find your deeper why. Here's the most powerful step. If you're quitting just because you should, it won't last. But if you connect your habit change to something deeply meaningful, it becomes unstoppable. Quit smoking, not just for health, but so you can live longer for your kids. Stop wasting time online, not just for productivity, but to build your dream life. Break free from addiction, not just to survive, but to live free on your own terms. Your why is your anchor. Every time temptation comes, remind yourself, my future is more important than this moment. So remember, breaking bad habits isn't about being perfect, it's about progress. Step by step, day by day, you are becoming the person you want to be. And if this video gave you even one step to quit your bad habits, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone you care about. Because you never know, this might be the exact message that helps them break free too. And always remember, your habits create your future.